Chapter 21, Reproduction and Human Development 21.1. Overview of the chapter. Reproductive systems purpose is to produce gametes, egg and sperm, to ensure fertilization, and in women to provide a site for the embryo-fetus. Meiosis, the cell division process that produces gametes. One cell with the diploid number of chromosomes, 46, divides twice to form 4 cells, each with the haploid number of chromosomes, 23. Spermatogenesis takes place in the testes, a continuous process from puberty throughout life. Each primary spermatocyte produces 4 functional sperm. FSH and testosterone are directly necessary. Oogenesis takes place in the ovaries. The process is cyclical, every 28 days, from puberty until menopause. Each primary oocyte produces 1 functional ovum and 3 non-functional polar bodies. FSH, LH, and estrogen are necessary. Male reproductive system consists of the testes and the ducts and glands that contribute to the formation of semen. Female reproductive system consists of the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, vagina, and external genitals. The menstrual cycle average is 28 days, includes the hormones FSH, LH, estrogen, and progesterone, and changes in the ovaries and endometrium. Menstrual phase, loss of the endometrium. Follicular phase, several ovarian follicles develop. Ovulation is the rupture of a mature follicle. Blood vessels grow in the endometrium. Luteal phase, the ruptured follicle becomes the corpus luteum. The endometrium continues to develop. If fertilization does not occur, decreased progesterone results in the loss of the endometrium in menstruation. Development, growth of a fertilized egg into a human individual. Fertilization, the union of the nuclei of egg and sperm, usually takes place in the fallopian tube. Sperm undergo final maturation, capacitation, within the female reproductive tract. The acrosome contains enzymes to digest the membrane of the ovum. The 23 chromosomes of the sperm join with the 23 chromosomes of the egg to restore the diploid number of 46 in the zygote. A zygote has 22 pairs of autosomes and 1 pair of sex chromosomes, XX in females, XY in males. Implantation 5 to 8 days after fertilization within the fallopian tube, the zygote begins mitotic divisions called cleavage to form 2-cell, 4-cell, 8-cell stages, and so on. A morula is a solid sphere of cells that divides further to form a hollow sphere called a blastocyst. A blastocyst consists of an outer layer of cells called the trophoblast and an inner cell mass that contains the potential embryo. The cells are stem cells, not yet specialized. The trophoblast secretes enzymes to form a crater in the endometrium into which the blastocyst sinks. Embryonic membranes. The yolk sac forms the first blood cells and the cells that become spermatogonia or oogonia. The yolk sac degenerates early in human development. The allantois becomes part of the umbilical cord that links the embryo to the mother. The amnion surrounds the fetus and contains amniotic fluid. This fluid absorbs shock around the fetus. The chorion develops chorionic villi that will contain blood vessels that form the fetal portion of the placenta. Placenta and umbilical cord. The placenta secretes several hormones that prevent menstruation, HCG, estrogen, and progesterone. The placenta is formed by the chorion of the embryo and the endometrium of the uterus. The umbilical cord connects the fetus to the placenta. Fetal blood does not mix with maternal blood. Fetal capillaries are within maternal blood sinuses. This is the site of exchanges between maternal and fetal blood. Two umbilical arteries carry blood from the fetus to the placenta. Fetal CO2 and waste products diffuse into maternal blood. Oxygen and nutrients enter fetal blood. Umbilical vein returns blood from placenta to fetus. The placenta is delivered after the baby and is called the afterbirth. Parturition and labor. Gestation period ranges from 37 to 42 weeks. The average is 40 weeks. Labor, first stage dilation of the cervix. Uterine contractions force the amniotic sac into the cervix. Amniotic sac ruptures and fluid escapes. Labor, second stage delivery of the infant. Oxytocin causes more powerful contractions of the myometrium. If a vaginal delivery is not possible, a caesarean section may be performed. Labor, third stage delivery of the placenta. The uterus continues to contract to expel the placenta, then contracts further, decreases in size, and compresses endometrial blood vessels. The infant at birth umbilical cord is clamped and severed. Increased CO2 stimulates breathing, and lungs are inflated. Foramen ovale closes, and ductus arteriosus constricts. Ductus venosus constricts. Normal circulatory pathways are established. Jaundice may be present if the infant's immature liver cannot rapidly excrete bilirubin.